Hey, Grande Alive. This is Coffee with Will, brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Marketplace Family Foods, Valley Realty, Grand Ron Hospital, and Seabright Dentistry. And today I am here with Father Saji Thomas from the Catholic Church, who is going to chat with me a little bit about himself, how he came to Grande, and what he's doing here now through Our Lady of the Valley Catholic Church. So thank you so much for joining me today on this program. And so tell me a little bit about so you're from India.
I am from India, yes.
So tell me a little bit about how you got here from India to Grande, Oregon, and why you either chose or were assigned here.
Yes, many of us know the priests in America. The number of the priests now in America are very less. So we always get the invitation from the bishops, from the country where we have a lot of priests, especially in India. In our state, Kerala, is known as God's own country. We have a lot of priests and nuns, and we were invited by the bishop and Bishop Liam Carey, our Baker Diocese. So I was happy to come here, and I landed up in Grande, a great place with wonderful people.
So, and you've been here how long?
Now it's more than 1.5 years time here.
1.5 years. Yeah. So since you've been here, the interesting thing, and what I really want to talk to you about today is, and we talked a little bit about this before, but it's so interesting to me that Catholic priests, unlike a lot of Protestant pastors, because I grew up in the Protestant church.
Okay.
I've gone to Protestant churches since I was very young. And the idea of a pastor normally stays with a church for a really long time. When a pastor is chosen, they generally will stay from 10 to 20 to 25 years before moving on, especially as a pastor gets older. The Catholic Church, on the other hand, swaps people out relatively consistently, at least unless, from what I understand, they can stay longer. But why is that? Why are Catholic priests swapped consistently as opposed to staying with a diocese or with a city longer?
Actually, in the Catholic Church, if a priest is appointed as a pastor of the church, sometimes for maybe 3 years' time, or then it can extend for another 3 years, 6 years, and it can go on different. It's appointed for a particular period of time.
Yeah.
And after that, the bishop have the right. He can choose the priest if he want to make. It's according to the need. Mostly according to the need. If this one particular church bishop feels that this priest is needed there to work, so he can transfer from one place to another. And secondly, as many priests come from different foreign countries. Maybe, for example, myself, I came from a congregation, an order. So once my superior calls me back, maybe I may be here for 5 years or 6 years as I get permission from my superior there in India.
Yeah.
Once he calls me back, after my period, which I am allowed officially by my superior, I have to go back. So it's like the priests who were here before, they were called back or they had to go back once that period is over.
Interesting. And what order?
I belongs to Carmelites of Mary Immaculate.
The Carmelites. Now
Yes.
they do Order of Silence. Is the Carmelites the ones that do the Order of Silence or the vow of silence for a period?
We have even like when we have the retreats and we keep very calm and silent, serene. Especially when we are able to keep the silence, we can experience the presence of God. We talk a lot. If we are able to listen in silence, we learn a lot of things.
And the West
silence is the language of God.
Interesting. And the West is not good at silence. We're not good at silence over here. We like loud things, loud noises, everything to be really, really loud.
You are true. Indian spirituality, especially yoga and all those kind of meditation techniques, it helps a lot for people to grow in spirituality.
Interesting. So that's interesting, and that you would say that, because a lot of times I find that, at least in the Protestant churches, there's almost a fear of Eastern spirituality, of meditation, of yoga. Do you consider that to be? Is that true? Do you feel that, or is there seems to be respect there for it?
This is well respected, especially yoga. See, there are different types of yoga. In fact, in my seminary life, we had, I think, almost 3 years of training.
Really?
In yoga, pranayama, and all those things.
Interesting.
So it all yoga helps us more in concentration and meditation. So it's all part of our Indian tradition and spirituality. As inculturation goes on, even all the religion can inculcate good part from any other religion. So even in Christianity, we have in India a lot of meditation type and yoga.
Interesting, yeah, because I did a lot of reading when I was in college about meditation and yoga, and I practice a little bit in the mornings generally.
Good.
But I generally find that a lot of people don't. They have a mistrust of Western spirituality, and it's interesting to hear that that's not the consideration when you're over in the church there.
Yes, it's not a consideration.
Interesting. So now that being said, what is it like coming from some place that has this much more orientation towards silence and peace to the West, where things are much louder, and especially in Grande. Like Grande's a pretty small town, you know, like it's much smaller than, you know.
I love Grande because it's serene and calm and quiet place. The people, those who like to pray or be silent, then there is no much noise.
Except for the trains.
Yeah, and one of the priests used to say, when he stay in the rectory, he cannot sleep because the train whistles. So I never hear that. I sleep peacefully.
I know, I'm the same way. I've lived here for 5 years, and people have always told me that they sleep through the trains, and I've never, ever had a problem with them. But I mean, a lot of people do. So okay, so you would find, you find that the Grande is actually a good transitional place to come from someplace from like India, and with that's much more oriented toward quiet and peace.
The reason why I like Le Grande especially, because I was born in a simple village, almost like Le Grande, hills, trees, rivers, and different things. Like even the way we look at the sky is the same almost in my village where I was born in. The day I landed up in Le Grande, I felt like as if I am in my hometown. It's a really wonderful place.
Very cool.
Only thing which bothers me a little bit is like when there's too much snow.
This year we haven't had like any of it yet, so you're probably happy.
This year we don't have so much snow. I remember last year, the first year when I was here, by Halloween there was a lot of snow all throughout. Now it's almost after Thanksgiving. Yesterday we had little snowfall. I enjoy seeing it, and also I enjoy it on the mountains.
As long as I'm inside. Yeah, I'm from Alaska, so when I come down here, we always try to go do snow sports. But this year we have had like very little snow.
First time in my life I see snow and experience snow in Le Grande.
Wow, that's interesting.
In our place, we don't have any snowfall at all.
Wow.
But we have plenty of rain. Rain like cats and dogs.
Wow.
Plenty.
So that all being said, so you are taking over the Our Lady of the Valley for a period of time, for however long your bishop decides.
Yeah.
What is going to be your mission coming from a place like India? How are you going to seek to sort of culture the lives and the relationships of Legrandians with God, and what is the church going to be doing in the valley as you are leading it?
I very personally like to always move with the people. Like, we are all children of God, and regardless of caste, creed, or any denominations, I love consider people as God's own children, and in any way possible, how can I help them? Just maybe listening to them, counseling could be, and helping them improve in their prayer through the homilies or my personal prayer. And also sometimes when people come with a lot of issues, some people just come, they just want to get a priest to listen to them and maybe just guide them in a positive way. So just be with them. Many of the cases, once we listen, we are able to listen. If you are a good listener, like as a quotation says, if sorrow shared, sorrow diminishes. Only we need somebody to just listen, maybe give some positive inspiration. So work with the people, be with the people, and happy and content.
Wow. Well, I wish you all the luck, and I think it'll be interesting. It'll be cool to see what a new chapter in the spiritual life of Grande lives. So thank you so much for joining us today.
That's wonderful. I appreciate that.
It was absolutely great sitting down and chatting with you. And thank you, Grande Alive, for tuning in. This has been Coffee with Will, brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Valley Realty, Grand Ron Hospital, Marketplace Family Foods, and See Bright Dentistry. Tune in. Please like and share this video, and tune in for more local content.